even at that point in time to take and go across town to get her with my neighbor. Since I was already taking my neighbor, it's like I told him it's like I would be more than, I mean, I would help him out, because I knew his situation.
Right, right.
It's like he was in the hospital for quite some time, and Ronnie was doing that big long drive across town to go and take her to and from every day while he was in the hospital. And then when he came home to recover, because, it's like you can't drive right away.
With the medicine she takes, it's very likely she has high blood pressure. I think she just uses that as a scam, to be honest with you. There again, I seen that funky thing on her forehead this morning. I don't even know if it is a vein. I don't really know. Somebody asked me that and I'm like, I don't know. I kept looking at it.
Maybe it's a bruise whenever, maybe she's telling the truth. Maybe she did fall going up the city steps and hit her head.
You think so? My name is Alicia. Hearing it is messing with me. Let me say this. Oh,
I'm sorry, sweetie. I saw that comment, but it's totally different spellings.
well,
I'm so
I
sorry.
cannot believe that Lisa has had 3 days of being clean. I mean, look at her. Look at her finger. Okay. She wasn't on all day yesterday, but when the one video, when she lifted up her hand today, the tips of her fingers were just as black could be. I mean,
But you gotta understand, it's like what she that what's that Smack cereal? Isn't it called Smacks? You know what I'm talking about? That does. I mean, if she does that, like say she does it directly after she goes to the clinic, like say today, for instance.
huh?
It won't even be in her system tomorrow morning when she goes, because it doesn't stay in your system all that long. That's why she needs so much of it, and constantly, constant. It's sugar smacks. That's what it is. Thanks, Tattoo.
Okay. Okay. I never heard of that. So that's something new to me. So it could be an empty one from the weekend. Oh, it could be. I never thought of that. It could be an empty one from the weekend.
No, because they have to turn in the empty bottles. They have to, and it has to go back in a locked box.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting about the box thing, so it couldn't be that then. There you go. The final confirmed answer on the whole closed on Wednesday thing. Yeah, she said that they're open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now you ought to believe by the end of the month here, remember, they're going to be closed on Monday because what summer holidays coming up, Labor Day, Memorial, I don't know what it is, but so Lisa will probably get what, like a Saturday, Sunday, Monday?
She'll get Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And also, it's like, what the hell is the whole deal with her breaking and was supposedly breaking into the house where they just got evicted from?
Yeah. Did y'all hear that one? I think I reposted something about that. She got caught trying to break into that old house. Did y'all hear that one too? I think I posted something about that. I think it was KB. Was it KB that posted?
Yeah, I think KB's the one that said it, but I think it was a neighbor around there who saw it happen.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know what the heck that was all about. Maybe she's been using that house because if you notice, wherever she's at, it's echoing like she's in a basement or an attic. You know what I mean? It's been kind of like weird. I seen in her live this morning something with people were asking her about a break-in and she kept deleting that out. So I don't know. Uh-oh, we got a violation. Says live restriction for some audiences. What is that?
I don't. It's probably because it's like we're talking like in code and whatnot, and they're trying. You'll be fine, but I know there's an echo. It's my cameras, you guys, and I apologize.
Consuming substances featured in the live could harm your health. I don't know what they're talking about.
Just restart real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna get out and come back.
Oh.
Man, oh man, oh man. But anyway, yeah, apparently that's what they said that she broke into or she got caught breaking in, I do believe, right? Isn't that what I heard this morning?
That's the way I understood it, but without complete confirmation, it's just all, I mean, again, hearsay, but I don't put nothing past her.
Right, but why didn't they call the police and have her arrested right there? That's breaking and entering. I'm just hypothetically saying, why was she not arrested? I'm just asking. That's
Look,
burglary. That's
I'm
breaking and
right
entering.
there with you. It's
I
a
mean,
legit question. It's like, I mean, I would, I mean, I
once
kind of questioned it myself, but hey,
well, if she did it once, she's going to do it again and again and again and again. I mean, she said her clothes weren't there. So what was the reasoning for her to try to break back into that house?
yeah, who knows?
I'm
Good
just asking.
morning, Miss Linda.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I would have called them. Darn right, I would have. I mean, that's trespassing. That's breaking and entering. That's I mean, there's a lot of charges just right there. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So
No, Laura Lisa didn't say it. KB said it because she got some kind of confirmation from somebody that I guess a neighbor over in the area saw
yeah.
Lisa doing it. I don't know. I just am touching base on, another live that we heard information. That's all.
Yeah, Jenny Winks, she was on 4 times this morning. They seem very lax on doing anything with legal. I right? I don't understand. You missed her live. I do believe she was on 3 or 4 times this morning. Yeah, yeah, 3 or 4 times. The first live
I think it was three.
she was mad because people that don't have jobs was not giving her money. Yeah, she has a new Cash App. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm not sure. I believe that she may have been going through the stuff. Well, apparently, for what I understood, you'll have to watch it. I posted it was from KB. I had to listen to it twice because I was like, "Wait, what?" But they said that I think one of the neighbors contacted the old landlord, if I'm right, and he I don't know. Go listen to the video. Carmen, when am I right about that? They contacted the old landlord? Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe it's easier to collect evidence against her while she's maybe, but like how much more do they need? Come on, I mean they have to know what account did she go live from? Oh, she's been on a couple different accounts this morning. Because I think the first one got shut down. But again, they keep just letting her come up. Um, Good reason to pop. Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying that would have been perfect. Perfect way to grab her. Lisa defeated and won this morning. Lisa is defeated. Oh yeah, that one was the one she was on. One of them this morning. Um, she was using Cream 31.
That's Ryan Flores, CA. So it's like you went live before I could literally go on my white pages and search that man's name.
Yeah, I don't really know who that one is either. So, but uh, apparently she was caught trying to break into her old place. So, I told lies. I would sent your lie. Wait a minute, Savage. I told lies. I sent your live, and I was already here. Oh, what? I told lies. I was sent your live, and I was already here. Okay. Um, I told lies. I sent your live and I was already here. I don't know what that means, honey. What do you mean you told lies? Okay. Lisa said she's not banned from the clinic. Come okay, think about what you just said. Lisa said she's not banned. When does Lisa tell the truth? Good morning, Jeff. How are you, honey?
So no, it's like she's on a 30-day. It's called a suspension where they're going to um tremendously take her doses down. However, she's on such a high dose, and then they're going to release her from there. However, they're not. She's not going to allow that to happen. That's why she's going to Western Psych for her daily normal doses and her benzo. Since she can't get the benzos anymore from the doctor.
Yeah. So somebody said in her first, I think it was that first live that she did this morning, that she was sweating really bad. I was wondering how this clinic debacle was going to play out for her. Somebody said she was sweating really, really bad in that first live. I don't know. She was kind of different this morning because she's like, I'm not going to stay on here very long. Um, I'm not going to sit here and like let everybody just stare at me. And then all the other things she said, this is what caught me. She was like, um, I think I'm just going to quit the clinic. Um, did you hear that one, Carmen? She was like, I think I'm just going to quit going.
Yeah, she said she was going to quit. And Swissy, no, I don't think she's doing 2 doses quite yet. Um, however, it's like I the whole Western Psych situation since I called them yesterday. It's like all she does is got to go in there and check in. But I think she's actually in the system. Hold on, I got to mute. That's a loud truck.
Okay.
Anywho, it's like she can go and check into the Western Psych each and every single day as if she was going to go check into the ER, and they will give her her normal dose that she normally gets from the clinic. But however, I don't think that's taken place quite yet because she's on that 30-day suspension where her doses are going to be getting dropped tremendously within these 30 days. How drastic they're going to get dropped, I don't know. And I think that that's going to make the big factor as to where Lisa's trying to get into a different clinic and or go to the Western Psych.
Do you think Lisa could have just been over there like grabbing clothes out of the bag? Remember she said that she left her bag outside.
I don't believe she left her clothes there.
You don't think so? Hmm. I don't know. Remember she said she did. I don't believe she can attend I don't think she can go to two different clinics. I don't believe that.
No, it's like that's what I just said. It's like she'll take and be where she's at for her 30-day dosage. However, I don't know what kind of milligrams that they're going to take her and drop her down on. I have no clue. I don't know anything about that part of it. The best person that would probably to be easy to ask is when she gets her live back is Alicia. I can ask my old neighbor, or I can ask the person that goes to the same clinic how they do that. But without them being in that kind of trouble, they may not even know. I don't know.
Okay, so Crazy for Cocoa Puff says, how do you know this? They wouldn't release that info, right? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't, right? But Alicia said all that this morning. I mean, that's what Alicia was talking about on her live.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. When she left, she took the most random things. It's so weird. Well, the day that she got thrown out of there, of course, she, squatted till the last minute. She was seen walking with just like a little grocery bag. But again, she said she was packing, 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 which I thought she would have had more than just a little tiny plastic grocery bag. Okay.
Yeah, but wait, remember when she came on and said that she went to Nicole's and was gonna ask Nicole to put her bags, not one, not a little bag, but bags of clothes
Right.
in her backyard or someplace where they would not get wet.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Right. So I assumed, what did she do with them? Because she was never seen dragging them down the road. But then again, there was a bag of clothes sitting on that Dawn's where she was staying with that old guy, which I still think she's staying there, but I don't really know. I don't know because you never know where the heck she's at. But anyway, I was just thinking, why would she go back? Is she going back in there to beg because he doesn't let her in the house to do it? I mean, I don't blame him if that's what's going on, but wherever she's begging from, it's echoing terribly. So, like, she's in some place, like where there's, you know what, like an abandoned place because it's echoing. You know what I mean? It's like a basement, an attic, or an abandoned house or something. So I'm just wondering if she's been sneaking in and out of that place right now to go in and beg. And then after she gets her moolah moolah to go meet her with Gigi,
And or it's like if she gets her stuff, she might still be going in that same bathroom that she caught on fire to do it. I don't know.
which is very true, which is very, very true. Did they say the police were there? It, KB didn't say. I think what I understood when I watched it, I'm gonna have to re-listen to it, but KB said that she was caught trying to break into this and break back into her old house. Um, what I understood is that the neighbor called the old landlord, and I think the old landlord caught Lisa. Now, apparently, I don't know if the police were involved or he just told her, "You come back here next time, I'm going to call the police." Um, I'm not really sure if the police were even involved. She did not say that on the video. But I'm thinking to myself, why would you have not called the police? Because if that would have been me, I'd have been on the phone. I would have not even went over there. I would have called the police and met the police over there and had her butt hauled away. But I'm just hypothetically saying that's what I would have done. I'm guessing the neighbor probably didn't know the new landlord's name, maybe not the number, but I could imagine Lisa going back there because, that's just Lisa. But I'm not really sure. She didn't say anything about the police. They just said that the neighbor had called, and said that she was trying to get back into the house or was in the house. I'm not really sure. So, but then again, that's just speculation. You know what I'm saying? Some people say KB like kind of makes up things too, and I'm not saying anything bad about her. Like, there wasn't really any proof showed on that either. The post was sent to me, and I listened to it a couple times because I was waiting to say like she was going to say, well, the police, was called. I'm thinking to myself that was just really weird, but I don't even know what the landlord did. If landlord warned her, what happened? I don't know whatever came out of that. So the puffer jacket on 80-degree days is exactly savage. I mean, it was like 80 degrees yesterday here in PA. It was beautiful. Today's a little bit cooler, but it's going to still be 70. Now, tomorrow it's only supposed to be 60, but she constantly is, well, she probably got that, that shirt that she got that she was so proud of wearing. It's probably standing up on her straight by now because, you know, that's what she did with well, she might have that sweatshirt over top of that now with all the stuff on it, So yeah, I don't know how she can be doing that, but what's the woman's story? She's always online. Okay, so you must not know anything about Lisa, I'm guessing. M Nice 35. Okay, so she is a full blown rug addict. She gets online, she's been doing it for 10 years and begs for money for rugs. But she says that she's starving, she's homeless, she needs a ride to the clinic. She has said her father has passed away 5 times. She has said her son has had cancer. She said her daughter was unalived in Baltimore, which everything was all a lie. She got evicted from her apartment, lost her dog, claimed that she was going to go pick up her dog at the shelter, got $600, $700 for the dog, and never went and picked up the dog. He was adopted to a good home, lost her children, took the $700 and went and blew that all on rugs. Any money she gets and the gifts that she got, she just goes and blows it all on rugs. Look her up. Look up Lisa Richards. Look her up, and that'll show you everything you need to say to learn about her. Do that for me, okay? That's the story of. That's just a small part of Lisa Richards. Go look her up. She's all over TikTok. Just be prepared. That's all I can say. Yeah, that's all I can say. That's just a little story of Lisa Richards. So, yeah. That's a little story. She said, wait a minute. She said in her live this morning that yesterday was a pretty good day. Yeah. Well, she said she stayed off yesterday because she didn't want to come on and that her face is not as swollen. Didn't look like it was down a little bit, but it's still swollen a little bit. I'm telling you, the night before, her thing was going off like ding, 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 ding. So I know she got probably a good amount of money that night. And she was asking for $30. Plus she wanted 25 for a motel room, which she cannot get. Again, guys, we all know that. She doesn't have an ID. But she also cashed out gifts. Now, again, that was from Wednesday of last week up to Wednesday of this week. So even if you're all giving her pennies, I mean, pennies start to add up. I mean, I don't keep track of how much, like, it's too, I don't do that because I'm too worried listening to paying attention to, I try to pay attention to the live when she leaves it on, which this morning she didn't have her live on at all in the first one. So we couldn't tell, but I don't think she got anything because she was yelling about the people in here did not having a job. Really, you want to criticize that was a lot of nerve. Um, yeah, Lisa can be Googled. That's all I told that one. Just go Google her because she but I warned her. Thank you, Debbie, honey. Thank you, thank you. You just beware because some people that don't know her will go in there. You're gonna be gasping your breath because you can't believe what you're gonna see for the first time. So just go look at her. Shadow is living a great life, and you know what, Savage, that was a blessing for that thought. Even her son. Look at the lives they're living, and it's sad because like she still uses them. I mean, she even used her dad the other night, and it's sad how she tries to get the sympathy from her using her children and her. Well, she does. And what angered me was how she used Shadow that time. You know what? He was my dog, and she uses people and things for sympathy, and it's sad. Like her children don't want any, and I'm glad that her children don't want anything to do with her. And I wish her parents would really cut ties with her for real, but they won't because they're all involved. But one way or another, and her parent and this Alicia girl has actually confirmed that it's a 10 to 15-minute walk for Elisa. Okay. And what irritates me is she can walk up to Hanini's to pull this money out of the ATM and walk to go meet her DD, which is about the same amount of walkage, but she cannot walk to go to the clinic. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So if you can't walk 10 to 15 minutes to the clinic, but yet walk to Hanini's probably several times a day because she does this begging sometimes 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day. It depends on how much money she gets. Okay. But she can't walk to the clinic to do what she needs to do. But boy, when it comes to walking to Hanini's to pull that money out of that ATM and then walk back to meet that DD, woo, she's probably running, man. I'm telling you, them big bird legs are probably trotting right up that hill. That's all I'm just trying to say, guys. So, but you're right. Shadow is living the best life. He looks like a happy dog. I mean, he's on here all the time, every day, and I love seeing it, and it's good for him.
At least he gets to get out and touch grass.
Yes. KB never makes up stuff. No, she doesn't make up stuff. Um, just like she was saying about Jess, I seen a post on here this morning about Jess. Like Jess will tell her things too. Because I think somebody was saying that Jess was saying this and Jess was saying that, and Jess is really does not say anything about Lisa. She has done pulled away from that. But I do believe that Jess does check up on her dad pretty much. I think Jess only talks to the dad for the reason that she does check up on him, maybe because of his health issues. I mean, that's her dad, you know what I'm saying? So I do believe that Jess does. I do believe that Ronnie probably still goes over to visit them. I mean, she does have their grandchild. Um, but I mean, Lisa didn't even have enough courtesy not to be doing her rugs in that house while that grandchild was down there. Yeah, Jess doesn't have. Does Jess at least talk to the father? I mean, I thought she at least called him Big Bird.
Yeah, I think she stays in contact with the dad, not so much the mom. I
Mimi,
think.
wait a minute. Mimi, did you know she mentioned you on her live this morning? Who mentioned me on her live this morning? Jess? Jess or Lisa? Who mentioned me on her live this morning? Did the parents move yet? I'm assuming I'm assuming they moved. Okay, I do believe they moved. I don't have proof of that, but if you start thinking how expensive it is to stay in a motel room on a daily basis, okay, because one, you have to buy food I don't know. Just made a post that she's not involved in this and doesn't. Oh, okay. I did see that post this morning. And she also, I think in that post, it was like she's not saying anything about Lisa. She doesn't want to be involved with that. Just really, I mean, I know she has given like KB like something some once in a while about like saying about Lisa, things about Lisa, but Jess doesn't want to get involved in that. And you know what? I don't blame her because how embarrassing is that? I don't know who mentioned me, Jeff. I don't know, honey. Um, she's
They're saying Lisa mentioned you. I must have missed that one.
oh, Lisa mentioned me this morning. Oh, I missed that live. I got to go back in and research that. I didn't hear her say a word about Mimi today. Wow. I must be famous then if somebody must be snitching me out to Lisa now, huh? Wow. That's pretty sad, right? Lisa mentioned me. I'm going to have to go in and check those now. Just stepped away completely. Well, you know what? Viral satire. Could you blame her for doing that? I thought she at least talked to her dad though. But then again, with the dad and mom being involved, I guess that would be hard though. I think stepping away from your parents, but considering the circumstances, I could understand that. She's a runner, she's a crack star. Savage, I love you. You're right, she is. She is a crack star. That is for sure. I mean, I never thought about that, but you Lisa did. Awesome. Wow. I must be like so famous then. I'm like, my name's coming out, being mentioned to Lisa. Wow. I should pat myself in the back. Jess doesn't want anything to do with any of them at all. Wow. I always assumed she kept in touch with her dad. That surprises me, but it doesn't surprise me because again,
So wait, we have a Mandy or maybe even a Lisa in here. What's the name?
yes, Lisa does have a child. Lisa's daughter Abby has a grandchild, like a child. Yeah. Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about? What's going on?
The name Dude?
Dude?
Yeah, supposedly somebody in here by the name of Dude is either Lisa or Mandy. It's like, I don't know about, I couldn't tell you.
Okay, so dude is saying, "Are you not caught up on Lisa?" Okay, wait. I don't know. Yeah, she's not allowed to see that granddaughter. Absolutely not. I think Abby's cut ties with her also, if I understand. I think last time I heard Abby's living a great life. I mean, she's got her crap together and she's doing very, very well. All right. I don't even know if I have him on in here to get him out. Uh-oh. There's that visibility thing again. You know what? I'm gonna move to the other couch. I don't know what's going on. It must be the way this light's coming through. I'm not gonna get back out and come back in again. I'm gonna move. It has to be the light coming through that window. I don't understand that. So I don't know if I have a mod in here. Abby is here on TT. She's doing great. Oh, is she? I never know what she was going under on here. So you know what? Good for her.
She just has like a purple heart as her like her username, and it's like, and I'll go in and I'll sometimes it's like I heart certain things. It's like, but some of her things are just too heart wrenching for me.
Okay, who's Jessa Marie? I don't know who Jessa Marie is. Jessa Marie, I was just calling you. I'm here. B is muted. I don't know who. I'm here. B is muted. I don't know what's going on, guys. Who's muted?
The person that they thought was Mandy came in, so they got muted.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's your mod. Oh, okay. Whoever was Mandy, I don't know who got modded or who got blocked. Okay. Again, no drama, guys. How many kids does Lisa have? 4? I think 4, right?
4, 2 girls, 2 boys.
She's one of your mods. Okay, honey. All right. I know I was modding people. I didn't think I had if anybody was in here though. So token. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she has 4, right? Yeah, 4. But wait, only how many was to Cole? 3, right?
3. The 3 other ones. Abby is not, but he raised her as if she was his.
Okay. Thank you, Token. Thank you, honey. Yeah, we're gonna leave the kids out of it. Yeah, they are trying to heal and they deserve it. Yeah. And somebody was just asking about the kids. So yeah, oh honey, thank you. Um, Beth Miss, thank you, honey. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the kids. Somebody just asked if Lisa had grandkids, and I said, I know that Abby had I think it was a little girl actually, but we are going to leave the kids out. Yeah. Hey, they're living a great life and God bless them for that. So they are all doing much better. Absolutely, absolutely. So that's you know what? That's a blessing. So we're not going to talk about the kids. But I didn't even know Abby was even on TikTok. I don't bother any of the kids.
All her kids are. They watch. They watch. All of the kids are
On TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh my! Wow. She was like this when she was. Oh, so Lisa was like this. Who was like this when she was? Oh, Abby looks happy and healthy. Oh, God bless her. I bet she's a beautiful girl. I bet. I mean, I seen her one time in one of Lisa's videos when she was kind of like asking her, like begging her mom to stop because she was scared she was gonna like, but Lisa wasn't married. She didn't marry him, right? Carmen,
No,
they
they were just together 17 years.
okay. Um, wait a minute, I just missed that. Was she like this when she wasn't married to him? They were just together for 17 years. Yeah.
Correct, but it's the same thing. If I was with him for that long, I would call him my husband too.
Well,
3 kids or 4 kids in 17 years, that's a long time.
that is a long time. Yeah. I don't know what happened there that and then they were separated, but I don't know the story about that. So, I mean,
Cole cheated on her. Cole Sr. cheated on her with her best friend, Stephanie.
oh,
And then
okay.
Cole ended up not being here, and Stephanie is still here.
Oh, oh. Yeah, good for her. Oh, yeah, her mom was, if you go back and watch some of them videos, she did kind of put that girl through a lot of heck, that's for sure. Well, even the little boy, I mean, he would beg her to get off of TikTok too in a lot of them videos, and it's sad. But hey, you know what? They're all living a good life, so they all had an angel on their shoulder for sure. So they're good. And the dog's good. I don't know whatever happened to the cat. I do believe the cat was Abby, so I'm not really sure. Whatever. I'm assuming she.
They were, one was taken to the Humane Society and adopted out, and the other one, I believe, Abby kept because there was something wrong with it.
So there were two cats in there. Oh, okay. I thought there was just one cat.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he was with another woman. Yeah. Well, okay, I'm going to ask this because somebody had asked me this a while ago. When the obituary for him came out, somebody said that Lisa posted something real nasty on, like, made a post or something about something really nasty on his obituary. Did that happen?
I don't know. I don't recall.
Okay. Because somebody asked me, and I mean, I was like, I don't know anything about that. So, because I don't remember any of that. So, yeah, leave the kids out of it. We're going to stop talking about the kids, guys, because yeah, so glad that they're in a safe environment. They sure are. Yeah, I think Abby still has one of them. Oh, okay. I knew one. I thought there was only one cat, but I wasn't sure. I do remember one cat and a dog because when the hazmat had to go in. But yeah, that was that. So, lost in Ohio. No, no one is talking about the kids, just saying that they are happy and healthy now. I can imagine because I know Abby was like in that one video, she was beautiful. So I can imagine she really grew up to be a beautiful girl. So that's for sure. She did. She commented under it and said a lot of strange things. Okay. Um, yeah, I was just complimenting like on how well they were doing. We're gonna get off of it though. Lisa pretended to be someone else and oh, okay. And blaming the other girl. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remembered somebody questioned me about that, and I said, I don't know anything about that. Somebody said she really wrote like something nasty in the obituary to that girl, or I was like, I don't know. People can do some weird things. So yeah, she did. They weren't together for 2 years. Oh, so it was just like 2 years they were separated when that happened. Wow. Yeah, it was awful. I read it a while back. Oh my goodness. Oh my. She attacked his girlfriend. Ooh, wow. I wonder if she was sober when she did that. BI his oh my. Savannah, maybe Mandy or Lisa again. 0 followers. What? Kelly Givens at Savannah, maybe Mandy or Lisa again, 0 followers. What's that mean, Kelly? As Savannah, maybe Mandy or Lisa again, 0 followers. I don't know what that means. She made several comments under his bit to Stephanie. Oh, so Stephanie and Lisa were best friends, I'm guessing. I'm surprised they let all that stuff stay up in the website. Wow. Okay, guys. It's online. You can go read it. It's still there. Wow. I might have to do that. He was engaged to that girl. Well, him and Lisa were never engaged. They just lived together for 17 years, Carmen. They were never engaged.
I don't know if they were ever engaged or not, but it's like either way, it doesn't matter to me. It took 17 years. Like I said, I had to still call the man my husband. I had 3 kids, basically 4 with him. So it's like, I mean, a piece of paper is not going to give me that extra entitlement that it's like I've got 4 children with this man. Yeah, he did what he did to me, and it's like, and I mean, now it's like I had this grudge against my best friend because of, you know what I mean? It's like, it to me, it doesn't matter. 17 years is just a long time.
Yeah, that is. Kelly Givens, the Amy person in here, does she need to be blocked, Kelly? I don't know who you're talking about, but does she need to be blocked? Just give me a heads up here. The chat name had 0 followers. Oh, they came in on a new account. Does she need to be blocked? That's not much more awareness that can be done on Lisa. It's all been done. Well, it's not that we're doing awareness. We just kind of catch people up. It means a new account was just made. Oh, is that what that means? Okay, if she needs to be blocked, mods, get her out of here. It's not that we're doing, look, we're just trying, we just kind of come in and catch people up because a lot of people don't always catch Lisa's lives in the morning. So we just kind of try to catch everybody up with what, was going on with Lisa this morning. We try to just get the word out there to people. Like I said earlier this morning, um, she's threatening older people behind the scenes, and they're definitely scared of her. So when she does that, she's taken money out of their accounts. She's hacked their accounts. Again, how would you feel if that was your parent or your grandparent? This guy, she needs to stop doing that. She knows when these people get their checks between the first, second, third, and fourth, or at the end of the month. I mean, everybody's fall's different, but she knows, and she hits these people up hard. I wouldn't want that to happen to my parents are gone or my grandparents, but hypothetically, how would you feel if she was doing that to your family? Again, like I told you over Easter, while she was on her meltdown, she got $400 from 2 older women with dementia. Think about this, guys, So the more awareness that we talk about and the more awareness that we post and we get out there, you know, we can maybe stop an older person coming in here, a new person coming in here every day. Every day, new people are coming on to TikTok. And guess what? She's coming right up on these people's FYP page because she's everywhere. Okay. So if we can stop that one older person from her getting into anybody's account. I mean, Lisa is theft. She's got so much theft by deception, on people. It's wild. And it's mostly the older people. You understand what I'm saying, guys? I just posted a video this morning that was already on TikTok about her and Kim, her laughing and giggling about stealing money off of a woman's account and laughing about it and then trying to blame it on somebody else after she did it. How much, like, how rude can that not make you want to not just want to, I mean, come on. She thinks it's funny. You understand what I'm saying? And if it happened to you, how would you feel? That's all I'm just trying to say. I wouldn't want it to happen to me. And I don't, if the people that are in here that are still giving to her haven't learned, okay, when you say friend and family, you're giving her all of your information. She's got everything on you that she needs. And then you got Kim, the sneaky Kim behind the scenes, okay, that's doing her dirty deed behind, helping Lisa get into these accounts and helping Lisa scam to get into your accounts, okay? And once you do that and they get into your stuff, and they wipe your account clean, you can't go to the bank and say, I want my money back. It doesn't work that way. Okay. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay. And y'all can call me the boss lady, whatever people's making fun of us about. But I'm just trying to say, I wouldn't want anybody to lose what they have. Because here's the thing, Lisa doesn't work a job. Never have. She thinks she's entitled to every hard working person's money. Number one. Number two, okay? She doesn't pay taxes on that money. She lives off the system. She gets free health care, free state phones, The family gets free everything from the state. They get help to pay their rent. When they move into a house, they're going to get free, they'll probably get the state to pay their first month's rent, their deposit. Okay. They get food stamps. They get free medical. They get SSI. The brother doesn't work. I don't know if he gets a check. And if he does, I don't even understand how, because he's probably never worked a darn job in his life either, even though Lisa says he got a job. And if he does, then he's working under the table for it, which is totally illegal too if you're receiving a check. Okay. But then you got people like us that are working and we're paying for medication. We're paying our taxes. We're paying our bills. We're paying our rent. And we can't get a darn thing for free. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing, guys? Okay. I'm going to keep going until one, either Lisa's in jail or she passes away. And then when Lisa's done, okay, whatever happens here with Lisa, then I'm going to go to another person. Okay. Because the scammers need to stop. TikTok's not taking them down because they're making money. So there's more than just Lisa, but Lisa's the worst one. So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay. Y'all, people behind the scenes can talk about me and Carmen all they want. They can call me what they want. They can call Carmen what they want. But you know what? It is what it is. Okay. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to continue to do what I do. They can do what they want to do. I'm going to do what we can do. That's all I'm just trying to say. Okay. I don't know what else to say. The information that comes from Lisa is unreliable. Exactly. Lisa never tells the truth about anything. I'm just saying she does not. Somebody in my live or somebody must have went behind and told it because I have posted comments in Lisa's thing. She has never once mentioned my name. So there must be somebody coming and telling her stuff if my name came out, number one, because I make comments. She has never ever caught a comment that I said. Never. She's never deleted it either, but then she's always got 100 comments coming through so fast that she probably just never it's just a discussion. That's all it is. I can't watch Lisa. She makes me too angry. She does. She makes me angry too. Very angry. She makes a lot of people angry. Very, very angry. Oh, I'm aware. I've been following for a couple of years. Yeah, but she's getting worse as the days go on. You know what I mean? I mean, she's just getting worse. There is like, now today she's talking about she's going to quit the clinic. She thinks because she stayed off yesterday, she wasn't on begging yesterday. She stayed off. Her face is not swollen, blah, 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 but it's still there. She act like she was doing everybody a favor. No, Lisa, we already know what you got. We heard your phone dinging the other night going off. Bing, 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 bing. So we already know you got a bunch of money that night. And then you cashed in all your gifts from last Wednesday to this Wednesday. So you had enough, or you were probably tormenting people behind the scenes. So you had enough to get you where you needed to be that you didn't have to come on. But today, you're going to be on here begging. And as the day goes on, but you got your money, obviously, but you'll be on here and you're going to be getting meaner and meaner as the day goes on eventually. You will. And you already started this morning putting people down. Well, y'all don't have jobs, and you're already cutting people down. Okay, you're poor, you're as poor as me, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so because we don't work, we're like you. You want the rich people. If you don't work, don't come on my page, sort of thing. You know what I mean? That's you not only you blame God, you blame the devil, you blamed the Catholics, now you're blaming the poor people, but it ain't you, Lisa, right? It's everybody else. Come on. So she never tells the truth about anything. If she ever did, I think her head would explode, to be honest with you. But I'm saying it. She makes me angry. She does. So, oh boy, I'm being called. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Okay, Shady Acres. Thanks, honey. Please, 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 talking about her. Yeah, I'm going to keep talking about her. Oh my, that's terrible. She just, she, I don't know where she thinks she's entitled to it though. You know how she'll say, this is when it makes me angry. She says, I need my money. Your money would be if you actually went out and got a job, a real job, not a pretend job. You get up in the morning, you go work a 8-hour job, Monday through Friday. You actually bring a real paycheck home. That is your money. Other people's money is not your money. You don't even pay taxes on it. That, however much.
I like this morning though, whenever she was calling everybody broke bums, broke bitches.
Yeah.
It's like none of us have jobs, and
Yeah.
and she goes, "You're all broke just like me." It's like, no, we all aren't broke like you, and 90% of us have an income.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, so because you didn't give this morning, we're all broke. We're all broke because y'all didn't give this morning. So let her think we're all broke, right? That's the way I see it. Honestly, I wouldn't throw a penny at her. Not her. And I got a good heart. I would help people. I would not give her nothing, nothing, not a drop of food. You know what? Because personally, she's never done anything to earn that. I'm just hypothetically saying. She's getting everything for free, everything, everything. The government pays for her and her family to live free for everything. Her daddy gets medication, it's free. Everything. Okay. I can't get that. I got to work for everything I have every day. I'm 60 years old. I don't get anything for free. Anybody else on here got anything for free? I bet there's people 60 or older in here working right now and have to pay a lot for medication and have got a lot of health issues. Okay. I'll guarantee you there is, but I'll bet you can't get free medical. I'll bet you can't. And I bet you're working hard to pay for that medication just like I am. Because if I don't work, I need my medication. Because if I don't, I'm going to die. I mean, that's just how it is, guys. So what do? You don't qualify for state insurance. So if you want to keep your heart going or whatever other issues you have to get up every day and you have to go to work, right? I work 5:30 at night to 5:30 in the morning. And then I get off of work and I go down and I stay with my grandbabies till 8:30 in the morning. And then I come home and chat with you guys. Okay. Then I do what I got to do. And then I get off. I usually roll some cigarettes. I shower. You know what? I didn't even eat dinner last night. I was going to eat a salad and I said, the heck with it. I showered and I didn't have to go into work till 7 last night because somebody else went in and they're like, hey, wait till 7. I didn't even eat. I sat around, did a couple things and went into work. So, but you got to work, It's how I was raised. I've worked since I was 15 years old. You want something, you work for it. That's how I was raised. Okay. Nothing's was handed to me on a silver platter. Just hypothetically saying, guys, how many people in here's in 50s and 60s, even 40s, 30s that have health issues? Anything ever been handed to you? Just asking, because it's not that easy to get state shit. I'm just hypothetically saying. How about you, Carmen? How about you, girl? I'm just asking. Carmen?
Sorry, I was across the room. No, I've worked for everything I have.
Yeah, she doesn't get taken down. She can come on here and use the C word, the N word, the R word, and cuss the way that she does. And they'll take her down. They'll shut her down, but she's right back on that same account. I don't understand it. I absolutely do not know how that works. But if you report her, it'll come back and say, we found no violation. Help me understand that, guys. And people are mad about that because they'll send me a thing and say, I reported her and it came back no violation. She can call us all kinds of nasty names and she can cuss. Oh, man, she can cuss big time. She even cusses worse than Carmen does.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do I have an echo?
No.
Real quick, I've just been listening. Your chat's awesome, by the way.
Honey.
Here in PA, and I don't know if they have it in other states, it might not be what it's called here in PA, but this is just a couple resources for people who do work. And if you have any kind of health issues, here in Pennsylvania, they have MAUD. It's medical assistance for disabled workers, and it's low cost, same as state insurance. You know how state insurance, you don't pay no copays and shit like that. But there is a fee, but it's like I have one friend that has it. She pays $90 a month.
Oh,
But that's a good resource. And also on your electric bill, I share this in my live sometimes.
okay.
On the back of your electric bill, you call the electric company and you asked about any programs. They have the warm program here where you get insulation, possible windows are broke, lighting, all kind of stuff. And that's got a pretty high income guideline. LIHEAP too, but nah, it's not LIHEAP. It's something different. It's they call it the warm program here, but branched off the warm program is also other programs like replacement windows, replacement doors, replacement refrigerators. Like if your refrigerator's pumping out a lot of, was it kilowatts or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I did change up the subject about Lisa, but there is stuff for people who do work.
Okay. I know that they tried to get on the first thing that you were talking about, but they said just because I had a heart attack and had a stent put in, I didn't qualify for that. That's what they told me.
It might be in their state. I'm talking about I'm talking about my state. So
Yeah, I'm in Pennsylvania too. I live in Indiana, Pennsylvania. So
it's medical assistance
Yeah.
for disabled workers.
yeah, because they said I wasn't considered as being disabled because I still can walk, talk. You know what I'm saying? So
You can get it for mental health. I mean, it's the Disability Act. There's a lot
Yeah.
of disabilities on it,
oh
and you don't
yeah.
have to be like on disability.
Okay.
You just
Okay.
have to have that medical evidence to back up what you are claiming.
Yeah.
I've got a few people that are on it because one has the diabetes.
Oh.
One lady I know got the medical assistance for disabled workers.
Oh,
Because
wow.
there are disabled
Like,
workers.
I don't mean to interrupt you. It's like, but the thing that you were just talking about, isn't it? Where it's like on your the utility bill, it's like it's almost kind of like an insurance kind of thing, but it's like there's an amount on there that you actually pay monthly on it, and it's like, I mean, if you really don't pay attention to it, I mean, you kind of don't miss it. You know, is that what you're talking about?
No, that insurance. You got the echo.
I know it's my cameras.
It's because of Carmen.
You had to update or something. There is my mom. She has insurance on her on all her utilities. So say from the water from the street to my mom's house is covered by the city. Anything from the house on in, she's covered. Well, being she has this additional insurance on her utility, she don't have to pay for none of that. So she had a water break in the house, and all she did was call them up. They came, they fixed it, and it was for the gas too. Anything from the street to the house is the city's or the township's responsibility, but from the house in, that's the insurance. What I'm talking about is the different programs your insurance company offers. They're not going to tell you about them, but if you call up and say, hey, it's a warm program. They help with insulation and getting your kilowatts coming out of your house lower. So they give you surge protectors, the power strips. They give you light bulbs. They replace your refrigerator and give you an updated model. Insulation, ductwork, broken windows. Then they have another. They have the Dollar Energy, where if you pay $1, the cap, all them different programs. And then they have another program, and the income guidelines are pretty high. So it's for replacement windows. I mean, that resource might take a little longer. You might be sitting on a list for like 2 years, but that one. But the warm program, that happens pretty quick.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that one out, definitely.
But that's it's the income guidelines that you got to look at, and some are higher. There's I don't know. I know Carmen lives one county up. There's a county in between us, but there's a county in between us. Their housing authority does a grant once a year. You apply this short list, this short application, you put it in. Applications are only accepted in August. September, they do a lottery and they pull out the first 42. They give each application a number. They do a lottery and draw out 42 numbers tie them in with the applications, and they call you. And if you're depending on your income guideline, it's either full grant, 7,000 in repairs to your house, full grant. If you get into the higher bracket, it's up to 15,000. Half is non-paid back. The other half is interest free.
Wow.
And listen, real quick, and I'm gonna dip out. Lisa
Yeah.
has a plan. She just ain't going through with it. She don't need shit. She don't need nothing. She don't need no money. All she needs to do is walk through the fucking door, Lisa. That's all you got to do is walk through the door.
Exactly.
So
Thank you.
start,
Thank
you
you.
know, but you're not. Yeah, she.
She ain't gonna do it, but that's all she got to do, girl.
And look, I heard you yesterday say that once you get knocked off of food stamps, once you get knocked off of Section 8, you're done. That's not entirely true.
No.
I've had plenty of people in 15 years who have been banned from the projects. That's Section 8. They've been banned. They cried. All you got to do is file an appeal. And then you go to an appeal hearing. Not everyone will win an appeal, but most of the part they give you second chance. Now, as far as the Section 8 that pays for your rent to like have a house, that's Section 8.
Yeah.
You know, that might be a little tougher to get, but as far as the projects and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
if you want to stay clean, you'll stay clean wherever you're at.
Yeah.
If you have a desire to not use.
Where do you think's gonna happen to Lisa? What do you think's gonna happen, girl?
I think she's at her bitter ends. Jails, institutions, or death. If you're getting front row to active addiction, and it's fucking ugly. And quite frankly, it don't trigger me to want to get up, pick something up, because she just reminds me of that it ain't getting any easier out there.
Nope.
But it makes me remember where I come from. It makes me grateful.
Do you think she wants help? Do you think?
You got to read between the lines with her. I ain't talked to her since April. I keep throwing her a hey. I hear people say, she ain't ever gonna get it. She ain't gonna ever get it. She ain't ever gonna get it. She's already telling herself that, because I told myself that too.
Yeah.
I told myself I was never gonna get clean, and that my kids were gonna find me, and they were gonna find me in an abandoned house somewhere.
Well, honey.
So we do recover. So
Well, I'm
but
afraid
I
if
give
she
it to her
don't.
raw too. I told her, you're gonna be sucking dick next. So unless you ate, you probably already doing that. But I know the game. I know where she's. You know what I mean? I'd never really lied like she does. Jesus, the shit she comes off with, boy.
Right?
Whew.
Man, it just never stops. It's yeah, like, man. Poor Daddy, he's been gone 5 times. I mean, I don't know how many more times that man's gonna rise from the dead, but holy crap! Like,
I can't say what I would have done if I was still using and being on a sap. I know I wouldn't have been on the block trying to hit a trick.
True. Like,
But,
she's looking rough, man. I'm telling you. I'm afraid it's gonna turn really bad.
I shared this story in my live before. When I was my last year out there, I had a girl that come up to me, and I asked her for $5, and she told me no, and I was pissed. I was so pissed. I said, "What the fuck am I gonna do with $5?" She said, "Bitch, I know what you're gonna do with that 5." And I said, "Yeah, I know. I mean, it's gonna get me in the door." So, the bitch wouldn't give me 5, but she said she'd take me up to McDonald's and get me something to eat. And I was like, fuck McDonald's, man. And she came over and gave me a hug, and she started crying. And I shoved her away, and I said, "What the fuck are you crying for?" And I knew why she was crying, right? And I walked away. I got clean probably, I don't know, a little while after that. I ran into her while I was in stripes at the county jail. But I lost where I was going. Shit, I lost where I was going. Squirrel. But we do recover.
Yeah, you do. I mean, but I just I don't know.
Watch her.
Maybe.
I ain't watched shit. I've actually tuned out of TikTok and started watching Netflix and some movies on TV.
Yeah, she. A lot of people say like she causes everybody anxiety or anger, and I get it. I do get it. It's like this morning, she was pissed because poor people were watching her. Like it was so.
But where I was going with that story is when I went up to Pittsburgh that time. I gave her a hug, and it went full circle. I know what that lady felt like when she was hugging me.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Oh, girl. Oh.
I don't coddle her. I don't.
Well, too bad Lisa couldn't feel what you
I'm
felt
helping her,
that
but
day.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'll help her to get to rehab into a halfway house.
Yep. That's what Carmen said too. She'll give her a ride there, but that's I'm
Yeah,
afraid
tons of people.
if she doesn't go to jail, she's gonna end up somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you're talking about that store. There's a store that I rode by every morning on my way to work, 2, 3, 4 years clean, seeing the same people hanging out in front of that store. And I'd come in sometimes and they'd say, "You be back." And I said, "Yeah, you'll still be here." And some of them are still there and some of them are gone. So
Oh,
jails, institutions, and death. That's what's being watched unfold. And I told people before, the lies are going to get more. It's food. I mean, that girl ain't eating. You are not
no,
feeding that girl. You're
nope,
feeding an addiction.
exactly. And
That's what you're feeding.
why are people still giving to her though when they know that's exactly where it's going to? Are they watching for the shit show? What's going on?
Mm. You
Can't
let me
figure
know
it
when
out.
you figure that out.
Okay, that's what I want to
And
know.
I don't like Kim. Sorry, Kim, but I don't believe a word that she said.
Nope, nope.
Kim, I know what you did that day I was up there. So
Mm-mm-mm.
Kim a player too.
Oh, big time, big time, big time, big time, girl. And everybody knows that too. You know, they praise her though when she comes on and plays all those call. You know what? Yeah, she's doing it for the money so she can split it with Lisa to give her money for her rugs. Come on, guys. Like,
Hey, Lisa, hey, if you're listening, if you do get hemmed up with the charges and you got to go before a judge, ask for UGG court.
hey, how come they're not arresting Lisa? Can you
Beg
tell me
for
that?
UGG court.
How come they're not arresting her? What's
For
up?
what? For what?
Well, you know, I mean, that phenomenal woman came on yesterday and said she filed charges against her for theft of deception. I mean,
Did the
why not?
DA pick? Did the DA pick it up?
She said so. So I don't know.
Well, our
Well,
DA
DA don't.
here in Allegheny suck. I keep telling you all that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
DA don't have to pick it up. I mean, anybody could press charges. You know what I'm
True.
saying? But for the DA to pick it up,
Yeah.
I got jumped by 5 fucking people and no charges were pressed. Then harassment was pressed. I had to fight for them to get them for assault.
Are you
So
serious?
the criminal justice system sucks. You got to educate the people. Stop, Mm, mm.
Lord, oh
But
Lord.
anywho, I'm gonna hop down in a box.
Thank
I
you
just
for
wanted.
coming
There
in,
are
honey.
resources for people that are working. If you have any kind of disability, anything that you're getting, like life sustaining medication,
Yeah.
check into your welfare system or your area's public assistance and ask for insurance for people who work that have disabilities.
Okay. I will do that.
You might
Thank you.
have to
Thank you.
pay, and but it's going to go off of what you make. So you might only have to pay $50, $100. I don't know, but
All
it's
right.
good insurance.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for
Uh-huh.
coming into
Hey,
my live. I appreciate it.
hey, Teck, real quick, which one was the one that you mentioned that for like mental health wise? Did you mention one like a disability that covered mental health? And stuff?
Yeah, disability acts. Mental health is a disability.
And what?
So
What is it
if you
called?
have depression, anxiety, ADHD, anything that you've got a documentation of,
Which you can get from a doctor.
yeah,
Right.
then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because I was curious only because I've been looking for a job for the past several months, and I don't understand why it's so hard because I have 2 degrees. So, but I've noticed as I'm applying for them, it's now asking if I have anxiety, depression, like to mark off as a disability, like ADHD and all of that. And I've never seen that before on like applications. I've seen other disabilities to be checked off, but not
Yeah.
including mental health. So I was
Right.
shocked to be seeing that on there.
And you can have that disability and not be on disability to be able to get the benefit of the insurance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Something new. I never knew that. Wow.
but this is in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Philly.
you have to look into your states, and it's not even, when you call the assistance office, I think there's a direct line for the medical assistance side of it. So you're not applying for, PA, they have the medical assistance welfare, and then they have the MAUD, the medical assistance for disabled workers.
Right. Right.
Okay.
I have all the documents from my doctors for my brain injury. Yeah, it's something to look into. Look, they're not going to put it in front of you. You have to ask for it. Just like on the back of your your electric bill. You know, you call your provider who provides that electric and ask what programs that they have available. And then when they give you that number, then you ask because I asked that person, what other programs are there available? And I got on a window resource, and I've been 2.5 years, but I just got, that's going to come fruitful here sooner or later.
Wow.
But
Check
this
your
is all shit she'll get too if she would get clean. You know what I mean? Like I've told Lisa, you got two paths. You can go down a path that's going to get you all this, and it's going to be hard work, but it's going to be so worth it. Or you're going to go down this one, and this is what's going to happen. You're going to be plugging, So yeah,
Isn't
people
how
think
far
that I
is Eagle?
defend her when I do the addiction side of it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Wow.
saying that any addict can change and lose the desire to use, but she likes getting. I like it. I like smoking crack.
Yeah. She does. She does. Very much. Very much. You know.
I just didn't like the unmanageability of it. It makes us do shit that we would never.
Yes. I guess. I mean, I'm sure that she could be a good person without it, but wow, it's yeah, it's sad. It's sad. But
And it doesn't
I'm
discriminate. It doesn't. I mean, you could come from a family that never had any addicts in your family.
right. Right. You're
So
true.
it
That's
doesn't
right.
discriminate.
No, it does not, honey. You're right. It doesn't. Uh-oh, Carmen left us. She'll be back.
But yeah, I heard all kind of.
You know what? I also think that like it's people that aren't aware of how bad you can lie and manipulate an active addiction, that aren't aware of addicts and how they act. So when they see her on here behaving like that, like they don't know that that's addict behavior.
Mhm.
Like
That
they don't, and they feel bad, and then they donate.
look, I didn't think anybody seen me out on the block. Everybody seen me. I thought I was invisible. Nobody seen me out there. Nobody. And then my one friend was pounding on a door while I'm down in the basement going, tell her I'm not here. Dude, like, you got to go. I ain't going nowhere. You still got shit in your pocket. And she'll hound the shit out of you. She don't hound me. You know why? Because I keep it on, let's go to rehab. Let's go take that block, walk through that door. I ain't going to entertain the TikTok and, be getting with her to get information or, you know what I'm saying? So I can come up here and say, Lisa called me and this is the update I got.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I
That is
think
just
that's just
crazy.
weird when people do that. But I have a question. How far is Eagleville from you guys?
Huh?
You know Eagleville?
Wow.
I never heard of it. Do you know what county it's in?
No, I'll have to look. I'm gonna have to Google how far it is because I know they do take walk-ins because I walked in there multiple. I'm in Philly, but I know it's like a couple hours
She
away.
got a
So
place that's literally on 3rd Avenue in Pittsburgh. She could walk to it. It's all she got to do is walk through the front door. I'm not going to tell anybody the name because ain't nobody going to be calling her off the hook. But
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a place that she could literally walk in. She got to sign a release from where the clinic she's going to. So they get her dose and da 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 da. They will take her to dose and they will get her to the next step, which is a rehab that will accept her for the dosing that she's on. Right. Then and then there's a halfway house. And that will take her to do her dose if she chooses, because that's the thing. She don't want to go because of the dose. She want to dose. She don't want to let that go. So I talked to my girl and I said, look, I know how it is. We want to do something on our own terms. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I said, she ain't willing to let this go. Is this possible? Yes, it is. I said, well, all right, well, what's the way we got to go? And then she told me the way that we got to go.
yeah, I don't understand I understand she's lying because I walked in on a 180 and I stayed on it throughout the I went in there for benzos, so I stayed on my.
What's your wording?
Okay, sorry.
You're right. Just it's hard to get out of the habit.
Yeah. But I stayed on mine and mine was a very, very high dosage as well. But you get it within 24 hours of walking in that door. You don't
she ain't got no
anything done
problem
at
with that. So
clinic.
don't let her bullshit you on that neither.
Wow.
Yeah, Lumpy, they still do.
And then once she once she does it, because most insurance, everyone say, oh, she needs to go long term, long term. Most insurances aren't paying for long term. Where the continuing recovery with the relapse prevention plan, which is set up, is to go to a halfway house afterwards, and that's halfway home. And while you're in a halfway house, you got that structure and that keeping you accountable, and then you're doing your routine is meetings and program work and volunteer and then a job, and then while you're doing that, you're getting set up with a resource that's going to help you get help again with housing once you leave out of there. So, but all you got to do is take that first step, was walking through that door, in which that step is very hard to do. I didn't do it until I went to county. I didn't go from the street to rehab. And people who do that, I commend you 1,000 times more. Because I had a few months for my brain to defog, and then realized that I had been gone for 3.5 years.
Wow. How long does that usually last? Like, how long would she be in? Like, from start to finish?
I mean, you could go from the first stop, which it's on third. Well, I already told you that. I just pretty much told you where it's at. But anywho, she could go to 18. I was in rehab for 18 days.
Okay.
21 days is what most halfway houses recommend you do. So I think they get you an extension to get you them 21 days to be eligible to go to, because that again is going to be funded. She ain't got nothing coming out of her pocket. She don't need no money for no rent, no toiletries. That's all provided for. Food.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, when I went, they did at the 21-day mark. They did a review
Yeah,
to see
I
what
only
they
did
needed to
18.
say. And I mean, I always got the extra. They did I think it was like 5 or 6 days after that
Yeah,
point.
extensions aren't very good. But to me, it's that all I got from the rehab was cleansing. I cried the whole fucking time in there because I hadn't cried for years. And
Oh,
then I went to the halfway house, and that's where the work started. That's
Effective
where the
love.
work, because you don't just me. I ain't gonna talk for nobody else, but me. I had to do some work currently, but I ain't picking up.
yeah.
But
Wow. Wow.
just as hard. I worked hard for that UGG. Shit. My feet put a lot of fucking miles on my feet. Shit. They was like, damn, I just seen you in New Brighton. I said, well, that was how long ago? I never
Wow.
stayed in one spot too long.
But I don't think Lisa's ready because I believe people just keep enabling her. So as long as that money doesn't stop, she's not going to go. What do y'all think about
I
that?
should have stole her phone when I was up there.
You should
I
smash
agree.
them.
I
I want to
agree.
go smash them. I really do. I want to get in my car after my windshield gets, and I want to go. Well, I want to beat the crap out of her, but I want to grab them phones and I just want to smash them, smash them,
I
smash
mean,
them. I do.
why would she take the first step when she literally has people handing her money? Like, she doesn't have to
Exactly.
do any work for it, really.
Right. I mean, she's making tons of money just working for a 40-hour shift, if you think about it. And as long as they keep paying, she's never going to want to go. Hi, Red Production. Hi, honey. How are you? I'm just saying, if the money doesn't stop, why would she walk through the doors? I'm just asking, guys. That's my opinion. So that's what I think, but I could be wrong. Just saying.
No,
Right?
I that's how I'm looking at it too. As long
Yeah.
as she's getting that flowing in, she ain't going
Yeah.
anywhere.
And it's not stopping. I mean, between the gifts and the money that she gets every day, because there's always somebody that's falling for it. Whether it's the new people coming in or it's still the old people throwing the gifts at her, she's still getting something, every live. It's every live. Maybe not this morning because she called
Effective
everybody broke people,
the
but she came on three
date of
other
this
times. You know what I'm
letter.
saying? It's always $30.
Well,
Um,
for real, if if TikTok went away for her, she would
yes,
have to resort to the street shit.
yes, she
And
would. Right,
not
right.
saying that I told I was
She'll be
raw
doing
and said
it.
it'd be quicker if you went. What? Hold on, I got fire and rescue here. I'll be right back.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
okay.
Am
Oh
I
my.
echoing now?
What, honey?
Am I echoing?
No,
No,
you're good
you
now.
sound good.
Hey, I did an update. Thanks, Teck.
There
Good
you go.
girl. You did awesome. No more echoing.
I forgot about the updates, and it's like when Teck said that, I'm like, oh shit, let me drop and go do that.
Yeah, now you're good. You can stay in here and talk and listen and not like make that crazy noise. So,
And
um,
that's what I
good
was.
morning, Sherry. Good morning, honey.
That's what
That's
I originally wanted to come
that
up.
is Smoky 48. You're correct. Either TikTok has to go down or the money has to stop, and it would be faster if the TikTok would go down. I mean, I was kind of excited when it shut down at first because I was thinking her head has to be exploding right now because she cannot get on TikTok and beg. I mean, that really made me felt like laugh that day that it went down that for just that one day because I was thinking she is running around in a panic mode right now because she is not able to get on TikTok for that one day. She cannot beg. How is she going to survive? You
No,
know,
I
but then
was on
it
her
takes,
YT, and there's a lot of people that follow her on her YT. So
yeah. Oh, I forgot about that too. I forgot, but you know what I'm saying. Carmen, good morning. Red Production saying good morning, Carmen.
good morning. I'm not echoing no more, y'all.
I bet she was freaking bad. Oh, I bet. You know what I'm saying? So she begged, well, she does beg behind the scenes too. I mean, that's true. I mean, she does have people that she does beg and torment and threaten behind the scenes. And I know she still does that on a daily basis. There is no doubt in my mind that she is begging and threatening. If you don't, I'm going to dox you. I'm going to dox you. I mean, there's no,
Yeah, there's that the other app called the Snapper. It's like that she's on as well. And what's that other one? That
There's
isn't it affiliated with TT? What is
there's
that?
favorited.
If anybody's ever given her $1, she's hounding the fuck out of you.
yep,
She goes down through the whole list,
yep,
and it'll hound the shit, tell you this, tell you that.
yep.
We tell you what you want to hear so we can get what we need to get.
Exactly. And then now she's like taking pictures of the or something with the list every time. She's like, I don't know
She
what.
really do? Is she doing that? She's threatening
Yeah.
to dox people again?
Yes.
She's
Yes.
into it. And then there's a few
Yes.
elderly ladies. The other day, it's like she threatened like hardcore to put out, and it's like, and they're scared of her.
Like you know what I mean. And then like over Easter, she scammed two older ladies out of $200 each, and they have dementia. So you know what is that telling you? And I'm sure that come the first, second, third, or fourth, or the end of the month when these people get their checks, she you know how she is. Like she's relentless, and she's probably
Yeah.
threatening them, and gosh only knows what she's telling these older people. And that's what I'm trying to say. People keep saying to you, "Why are you doing this?" Because I wouldn't want that to be my mother or my grandmother or grandfather or my father. And she's lucky that they're not here, and she would never have done that to any of my loved ones. Because I'll tell you what, I'd be rocking that orange suit down there, whatever color they put on you when you go in the county jail down there. Indiana's blue. But I'm telling you, I want to go down there and just beat the living out of her right now. I really do. And I want Carmen to take me down there and record it all.
Yeah,
so
you don't. I
I
don't
ain't
think you want to
getting
do
no
that.
charge for none of that shit. You're crazy. That
Yeah, I ain't.
ACJ is no joke, and I ain't never been, and I don't ever want to go.
Listen, I tell you, with some of the stuff that's happened on this app, shit. They're like, some people aren't lucky it wasn't me, because it got me in a whole fight with that one girl, because that would have ended badly. But that's the street side of me that I don't want to see come back out, because
I mean, there
it's
was,
still there. I ain't never gonna lose that part of me.
but I mean, she just doesn't care. And then, like, she thinks it's okay to steal money from people's accounts and things. You know what I mean? And she laughs about it. And that even makes
When she steals money out of people's accounts, the things that she says that she needs it for, is that what you mean?
yeah, like she literally will hack into people's accounts. Like,
Oh, I didn't know she was hacking. She's hacking
yeah,
now?
yeah, she stole out of people. Like, there a call that she had with Kim. I think that was just reposted again this morning, where she got into somebody's account and laughed about stealing extra money out of her account and was trying to blame it on somebody else. And it's like, and she's laughing about it like it's a joke. Ha ha ha. Her and Kim both were laughing about it. And I thought to
I
myself,
must have missed that one.
yeah, I reposted.
Yeah, I ain't been paying
Yeah, I
attention.
saw that right before I came in the live. I saw it.
Yeah. And her and Kim
Don't get me started with that airport girl.
but yeah.
Her friend should have warned her. They should have
Yeah.
told you, this girl ain't getting on no damn plane. Was she getting on a plane?
No.
No, absolutely not.
I couldn't even. I got her 3 blocks.
No. Yeah,
So
no.
that girl was
that
not
woman-
getting on no damn plane.
That
Yeah.
woman knew already about her. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like
I
if you
couldn't
know
even get
about
her
her,
to
you know
friend
Yeah,
she's
don't
I
even
don't
get me
know
started
her.
on that. I'm
She
gonna get
agrees to
dropped
it.
down.
I mean, she agreed to surrender Shadow whenever I was going to take Shadow to my vet and have everything. I mean, the day and everything set
That's
up.
who she
Day
stole from?
case. She didn't do shit.
That's who she stole from? The airport lady?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know it was her.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Well,
what she
I'm
stole
gonna
from.
say the airport lady. I mean, she got what
Yes.
kind of was coming to her because she should have
Believe
never
everything on the
stolen it.
internet. Believe every fucking thing on the internet.
But I'm just hypothetically saying that's not the point. Okay, you still should not do that and think
No,
that
not
it's
at all.
funny. Okay, I don't care if because I believe that that girl was in with Lisa on that whole scam. Okay, but here's the thing: it's not okay to steal anybody's money and then laugh her and Kim laughing about it. Okay, because you already know these two are sneaky as sneaky can be. Is all I'm trying to say. And this is the things that Lisa and Kim do. And how do you know that she's not stealing from these older anybody that they can? You know what I'm saying? They're sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. And
She has
I
no
agree with
limits.
that,
She
but that's
doesn't.
like
She,
that Crystal chick at being at the airport. She was bragging about, being here. One, two, sending Lisa all this fucking money.
yeah.
Real quick too, does anybody know? And if you don't you don't have to put the name in the chat. You can DM me. So there's somebody new giving her their Cash App and shit, and supposedly they're tied to me.
What? Okay, wait. Say that again.
So there's somebody new that is, you know how Lisa goes through people and you be letting them use their Cash App and shit, and y'all find out who that person is.
Uh-huh.
Well, supposedly this person, cream something. Night shift. Oh my God. Get the fuck out of here. You swear?
Where?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the one that pulled that up.
I'm
I
trying
was
to
the
get,
first one
look,
that pulled that up.
I don't have her number, but I do. The last time I talked to her was on Facebook Messenger. It was in February. And I tried calling her, but she ain't answering my phone.
I literally pulled that Cash App up and then I seen the name, so I did a white pages search on it, and I literally came live, and I'm the first one who said that person was that person that they just put in the chat. I didn't know it was tied to you though.
Listen, well, I went live the other day to say hi to everybody, and somebody came in my chat and asked me, and because I guess it's in Discord that when they went and found this person's multiple, because she does have multiple Facebooks, a mutual. She was with her today. Wait, she was with her? Like with her?
Well,
Like
Lisa
in
was
person?
in person?
Listen, you all think that you all keep saying when she catches up with the wrong one, that's the wrong one.
Okay, Lisa was talking to
Get out of
somebody
town.
today. Lisa was with somebody today. She was talking with somebody
With the
today.
female this
She
morning.
was with a male the other day when she was talking. You heard him talking, and it wasn't the older guy. It was like a younger
Yeah.
voice.
But she was talking to a female today. In the first live today, she was like, look, girl, when she was talking about people being poor and not having no money. She's like, look at the live girl. Look at the live girl. He was talking to somebody. Then in the second one of the other lives, she paused.
Did my hat sit back on? Oh no, Teck.
Uh-oh. Girl, you're so beautiful. But anyway, so she's with somebody today. Put that hat on, Teck. Go ahead, girl. Yeah. She's with somebody today. And if that's the wrong person, but she's with that
Well,
person.
the new CA is a Flores, Flores.
But
It's the
she
last
came up
name.
with Cream 1300 today, too.
That's the CA I'm talking about.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the one connected to the person they were saying in text person, right? Not person, you know what I mean?
No,
So you're
the
good.
Cream 1300 is connected to a last name of Flores, FLRO or FLORES.
Yes.
Tony, get a hold of me, girl. I go way back with that one, man. She met Lisa. You might be in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble.
Okay, so the person connected to
Don't
Teck
fuck
was-
nothing up. Don't fuck nothing up. And
Okay.
she'll take that shit and run, you dummy.
So the
Let me
person
stop. Let me
connected
stop.
to Tony was okay. Teck. So the person that was connected to you was Tony. Tony.
Yeah. I actually sponsored her for a little while. I'm sure people have ran her already, but she just got out not too long ago too.
All right. So beautiful disaster
It's a
cream.
shame. It sucks. The disease of addiction sucks.
Is she
It,
from Pittsburgh? Is she from Pittsburgh too?
no, but she
No.
knows her way around up there. She definitely knows her way around.
Wow.
And
Wow.
she's probably burnt stuff down here, and it's probably not hopping down here. I mean, I went downtown not too long ago, and it's like a ghost town. So, I mean, you got to go where it's hopping, and it's probably hopping up there.
Wow.
I mean, I never frequented up there. I stayed local.
Yeah. Wow.
But
Every
it's
other corner you hit,
wow.
there's something going on up here.
Is that one gone live in a box? Is she got a fight? She got a TikTok? I need to know if she got a TikTok. Oh shit!
Hey girl, aren't you, hey Teck, aren't you glad you came into my live, girl? Come on. Even every day, everybody else is bad mouthing me and Carmen on here. You
Well,
had
me and Carmen, we've had our things, and Carmen, I still, I got, yeah. But
I
for
know,
the most
but
part, I'm been biting I'll keep biting my tongue. Hey, let's go.
I'm just saying, I'm so happy you came in here, girl. Thank you for that.
I
So
appreciate the apology because I did not
I
dox
already
your phone
told
number.
Mimi it's like we have a. It's not even a love-hate relationship. We agreed to disagree to
Yeah,
disagree
that.
to agree.
But
yeah, go report that CA, everybody, if you haven't already did it. Please go report that.
yeah, you're dumb if
Well,
you let her use your
the
cash
Tony
app. You're
one has
dumb.
already got shut down, but she was using that one. Today is that Flores, and
Yeah.
I forgot the first name, but I do remember the last name because I pulled it. I actually have a screenshot of it because I did the white page search, and so it's like, I mean, it comes up with the phone number, the last known phone number, the last known address, the age, the
Mhm.
gender, all that.
Do you have to have a cash app to report?
Well,
Like,
Lisa can. Yes, you do, right?
because I
Think
don't
you
have
do.
cash app. That's what it was.
Well, Lisa never has a cash app because she can't get a cash app. Well, wait, wasn't the cash app
Stop
earlier?
saying that word, CA.
So
Oh,
beautiful disaster and cream 1300. That's supposedly the one that's tied into.
yeah, yeah,
Huh.
yeah, yes.
Girl.
I don't have any credit cards or cash apps. Laura Lou, I get you there.
Yeah,
Yes.
neither. I don't either.
Because she was griping this morning. Everybody always wants cash apps, and then when I have a cash app, nobody wants to pay cash app. I can call CA and report the CA if you don't have the cash app.
Oh,
Teck,
okay.
forever grateful to you for being you. Chrissy said that for you, honey. Chrissy said, Teck, forever grateful for you being you. She is always her. She's
Oh,
using three
Not always. I'm
Venmos.
fucked up right now.
She
Hold
said
on.
they said she's using 3 Venmos under Tony Bartley's name. Guys.
How in the fuck did they
Hi,
find
Hey,
that?
listen, I just looked
Here's
at
me.
my
How did they
blocked
find each
Cash
other?
App Tech, and it's red. It's Renee. It's RANAY 1971. That's the CA that comes up with Tony Bartley's name.
They just doxed the shit out of you, Tony. That one don't care. That one doesn't care. You don't think Lisa cares? Wait. Whoo. I ain't even gonna start with the stories on that.
Yeah, she called people broke, but she's the one that's begging. Exactly. Isn't that just crazy, guys? Come
Make
on.
it make sense.
Right?
Taylor,
Make it
because
make sense.
if I was in active addiction and I had my girl say, hey, I'm running game on this dude, she like, I need you to run this part. I need you to play this part.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's easy, if they're running game. Now, if somebody ain't running game, then I don't, there's, what's their ulterior motive of, there's an ulterior motive. Tony ain't doing that shit for free. And I think a few other ones ain't doing that shit for free.
No, they wouldn't do
And
it
not out of
for
the
the
kindness
goodness
of their heart
heart.
either.
I mean,
Well, I mean, she even used that old guy that she was living with. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She used that old guy's name, not the next day
Yeah,
after she.
somebody said that they were living with Tony's dad, but Tony lost her dad, so that's not her dad. It might be, I don't know. I don't know who the guy is up in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I don't know who Dawn is.
Well, it said the Venmos are gone, but the PP is still working. Somebody's viral satire said the Venmos are gone, but the PP is still working.
Guys, we used to hang out. We had guys everywhere. We had guys up on the hill. We go to their house and squat for a couple days. You know what I'm saying? We we are very resourceful when we're out there on the street. You know what I mean? We know we got Johns that we go hang out at their house. Shit, one dude, they took over his house. You know what I mean? So like and they're probably part of the game too. You know what I mean? In one way or the other.
Sorry, I didn't hear your question.
Sorry.
Somebody was
Teck-
asking in the chat what the other CA was, other than the cream one.
Oh, RANAY 1971, and that comes back to the person that Teck knows,
Yeah.
that Tony. But
All
it's
right, so
he changed the name from that cream one because it was the last name was Flores, Flores, this morning, and now it literally says Beautiful Disaster. So she changed the name on it.
yes. So somebody asked, how does she get so many people that are willing to give their cash app? Jack, you can answer that one, I'm sure.
I did, because they're
Ouch.
playing, they're running the game too. Like, they're getting something out of it. I don't know what storyline she'd be telling most of them, but there's always, I don't know. I wouldn't let her use mine.
Yeah, because every day, like every time she comes on a live, it's changed. I mean, constantly. She never has the same one.
I mean,
All
didn't
the
she,
time.
in the beginning, she was using her DDs, and that probably worked for a while. Because look, that would be, that's why I said this a long time ago with her. She probably showed her dude, look at all these cash apps, these dumbasses. And she was probably making it back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, she's making it still too now, but not like she was when she had all the kids there.
Right.
She had the kids and the dog. Now it's just her. And
Yeah.
there's, that's dwindling down. And that's where you're seeing the entitlement of her coming up on here like she is.
Right.
Yeah,
She was showing that dude that cash apps. He was like, oh shit, yeah. And then he was probably giving her thing on credit. And that fell out quick.
But remember, you guys, it's like Lisa's famous words were, if that CA doesn't come up the way I just said, that Renee's 1971, you got to go in and request $1 and then type in that, and then it should come up. Unless, we reported the shit out of it the other day, so it might have already gotten taken down. That's why she's on this other one, A Beautiful Disaster. You know her.
She said that this morning, too. She said, if it doesn't come up, you have to type it in, blah, blah, blah. She said that this morning, too. So she did say that. This is how if you can't find it, you have to type it in, blah, 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 blah. So
Chrissy says, is it confirmed her client is dropping her? You know what? That would be perfect timing if they are. Lisa, this is the perfect time to go. Get your signature signed, get your dosage, go to rehab, they'll keep dosing you, go to the halfway house, they'll keep dosing you, or you go down to nothing. That part's your decision. And I'm hoping that she'll decide to go ahead and get off of it completely. But that was the one earlier when I was saying, when people were like, the first time I went to rehab, I went to shut everybody the fuck up. People needed to shut the fuck up about this rehab, so I went.
okay, Karen.
Yeah, I didn't go for myself at first, and once I got in there, my intentions actually changed.
Yes. I've seen it. I've seen it plenty of times. I've seen guys coming in from Pittsburgh to the halfway house for UGG court. And that's why I said, hey, if you got charges coming up, Lisa, ask for UGG court. And then I watch them coming in Billy Badasses. I don't need this shit. I'm just here because I don't want to go to jail. And then 2 months in, you see a snap. You just see it. And you're like, there it is.
All right, Carrie So Berry said, I tried sending $1 and it still didn't show.
That's okay. It's like that one with that Renee. It's like it's already been taken down then. Like I said, we mass reported the shit out of it the other day when she did it.
OG Lady Red, I agree. She doesn't want rehab. She is happy doing what she's doing. But this morning she did say, oh, I think I'm thinking about quitting going to rehab. I can't get a ride. I don't know if she was trying to pull the sympathy party, because she does that too. I'm surprised she didn't start crying this morning. But I don't know what was going on there. But she did try to say she was thinking about.
I wasn't crying because
I read between the lines with her. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there is a sprinkle of I know the guilt and shame kept me out there. Just think of it. Everything that she has done and said and everything that is gone, still there, but I didn't think I could make anything right. And I keep telling her, you can. It's going to take some time. It ain't going to be you
Yeah.
just saying it, because I stopped promising my kids stuff and I just started doing stuff. Took
Yeah.
3 years
Yeah.
for my youngest to start trusting me. 3 years.
Well,
Yeah,
true,
it's
true.
frightening to think about all the stuff that you have to fix and you handle
Yeah.
once you get sober.
And still fixing 18 years later, and I'm still fucking we're healing.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's yeah.
She said she lost her boy, and I said, look, my lady friend lost her rights to her child in active addiction. She lost her rights, went to jail, got clean, got out, advocated for herself when she was told she couldn't adopt her daughter. And she advocated for herself, and she was the first one in the county to adopt her own daughter.
Hello, hello,
So it's
everybody.
never too fucking late. That's the message that the recovering addict is supposed to be sharing, that it's never too late. I got
Right.
clean at 33. I thought they were going to find me in an abandoned house.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't doing the shit she was doing, but who knows what I would have fucking done if I'd have still been fucking here doing,
Yeah. She did say she was going to stop the clinic. Now, I don't know if that was a sympathy. I mean, with Lisa, Lisa isn't dumb. She could totally make this happen and even get in it. She could get an education and a career.
She
She
won't
could.
start the clinic on her own.
Yeah, she's not gonna. She doesn't want to come off of that. There's no.
Uh, well, here's the thing. I do
Lisa lost
agree
all
that as
4 kids
long as
over the
Lisa
years. She has a kid.
continues
Well,
to get $1 off of it, well, she needs more than $1. But I do agree that if Lisa continues to get money on this app, which she is, between the money and the gifts, she is not going to go get help because everybody keeps funding her habits. You understand what I'm saying? The money has to stop. And that's why, everybody's like, I mean, I was accused of being boss lady. Go figure. I'm not even going to go through that again because I'm whatever. But it is what it is. People can call me what they want. I've been called a lot worse, right? Believe me, I have been. But she can't get her gifts. I don't believe that.
No, I think she gets her gifts.
She
She
gets her
has
gifts.
What was that book that you put in the chat yesterday? Something about to read it. I forget the name of it.
Teck. The name of the book.
huh?
You
What was
said
the
something in the chat yesterday about to somebody or everybody to go read.
Oh, who's an addict?
Yeah, okay. She definitely gets her gifts. That she
Here's
gets her.
if they're taking, this is the sad part too. This is the sad part. If they're tapering her down, she's gonna put down the rack and she's gonna pick back up that other again.
Yeah, because they don't taper. They taper you down like quickly on that 30-day.
Yeah. So she'll go
But I
back
had.
to that. She'll go back to that one because actually, in actuality, because people said, "Oh, rack's cheap." It really ain't. If you put me next to somebody who's doing the other thing, I'm gonna be in and out 100 times throughout the day, going back out to make more, to get more, because it doesn't last as long. To where they'll get their little package and post up for 4 or 5 hours. So she gonna sadly, I see her going back to her other choice.
Wow.
And that's the scary part right there because of all the
Yeah,
F's
because that's
going
when
around.
we lose them.
Wow.
They think they can go back to doing this, and that's gone. I've seen it plenty of times. I had a girl that did 18 months no, it wasn't 18 months.